Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's knife on deck is a pretty interesting one. It has clean design language, solid materials, and coming from a brand founded by everyone's favorite knife designer, Ray Laconico. On paper, this has the makings of a premium knife over the $100 mark. Yet this guy here is firmly within the budget category, and you'll be shocked at the price. Let's take a look at this Monterey Bay Old Guard and see if it's worth all the hype. Let's start with the basics so you know exactly what this knife is on paper before we dive into how it actually feels and performs. This has a handle length of 4.5 inches and then an overall length of 8 inches. This means it's a rather large knife, as you can see the size compared to the Kaiser Drop Bear and the Civivi Sikoke. It's not so large where it's unmanageable, but it's just something to note. I actually prefer larger knives, so I find this great. This has a weight of 3.8 ounces, so it's not ultra light, but it's not that noticeable in the pocket, and I feel like this is still within that sweet carry sweet spot. This is featuring a satin clip point blade that is coming in at 3.5 inches of 14C 28N steel. We've seen this steel a lot on the channel for good reason. It's an all-around solid budget to mid-tier steel that has really great corrosion resistance and toughness, and it's pretty easy to sharpen. I really love this blade design. As you notice, it may lack much branding other than the Monterey Bay logo on the back side. There's no steel type or model name anywhere, and I really love that. These standard models all come with G10 handles, which work well, but I'm not crazy about the jade color here, so we'll see if we can fix that later on in the video. I believe they offer a more premium version of this with micarta scales, which would make this knife truly perfect, but they come with a fair premium, so I'm sticking with the G10 here. The blade can be deployed by dual thumb studs and locks up securely with a liner lock. There isn't anything fancy here, but the action is smooth and the lockup is solid. It's not the most fidgety knife out there, but it works well and drops shut smoothly. This features a small lanyard hole in the back and a deep carry wire pocket clip. I really love this clip and it works and carries great. I love wire clips due to them kind of attracting less attention, and this one just fits the knife really well. This also comes with 2 other clips in the box should you need a spare. Overall, this model sits firmly in the affordable everyday category. It doesn't try to be a super premium flipper or titanium frame lock beast. It's meant to be a solid, useful EDC knife you can grab without worrying about the price tag. The G10 scales, though a bit basic, look and feel great and give the knife a rather clean aesthetic. Aesthetics aside, G10 is a durable, grippy material that tends to wear well with use. If you like a balance between sleek and functional, this hits a pretty good sweet spot. In hand, the handle feels comfortable for general tasks, slicing cardboard, opening packages, light food prep, etc. The smooth G10 won't tear up your pocket or hand, but is not too aggressively textured either. So if you need super grippy control, think wet environments, this won't be the best for that. With a 4.5 inch handle length, most hands can find a pretty secure grip. Due to the full grip, you won't feel like the knife is ever slipping out. Though there lacks any jimping on the spine, your grip still feels locked in and your thumb rests securely on the flat spine of the blade, so grip is a pretty non-issue with this large handle. The clip point blade shape is a pretty classic profile. It's versatile and useful for general cutting tasks. The 14C 28N blade steel is a pretty common mid-tier blade steel that sharpens easily and holds a decent edge for everyday tasks. It won't rival premium steels like S30V or MagnaCut, but it's more than capable for regular cutting chores. The dual thumb studs let you open the blade with one hand, and it's pretty smooth, but if you're used to a spring-assisted or bearing pivot flipper, this will be a tad slower, but it's still plenty functional and reliable. One common community critique is a weak detent, meaning the blade doesn't snap out crisply out of the box. Some owners have even worked on the knife, filing burrs, adjusting the lock bar, cleaning washers to try to improve the action. So if you're the type who likes butter smooth deployment out of the box, this model might require a little bit of tinkering. I ended up getting this second hand off a trade, and I found the action excellent, so unsure how much the previous owner worked on it, but I don't have any complaints with mine. I found this knife really shines in just general EDC cuts, think cardboard, rope, food prep, very light outdoor tasks. It's a really nice budget-friendly carry. It's not ideal for heavier hard use or precision tasks that need a super strong, lasting edge, think premium steels to kind of handle that better. But if you want something handy without overthinking, this checks a lot of boxes. Just don't expect this to replace your premium knives. It sits pretty comfortably in the budget EDC range, but that's not a bad thing. You can pick this knife up right now for around the $60 to $65 mark. And at this price, you're paying for a pretty solid design and aesthetic, 14C 28N blade steel, G10 handle scales, and a really reliable everyday carry. For the price, it's good value if you don't mind a little setup work out of the box. If you want something with smoother action and potentially higher build quality, other knives in this price class, kind of from brands like Kaiser, Civivi, or Concept, may deliver a more refined experience without the tweaks. I normally go into the pros and cons to balance out if this is a good knife for the price. Considering this is below the $65 mark, this is fantastic. This knife really surprised me out of the box. It's simple, clean, and rather basic, but for some reason I just love it. It does everything really well. Really clean blade with minimal logos. Great pocket clip. Smooth action and deployment. Comfortable handle. If this had a more premium steel and micarta scales for a reasonable amount, think of something around the $100 mark, this would be one of my favorite knives of all time. For right now, there's one thing holding this knife back, and it's these jade scales. Fortunately, look what just arrived. So I'm back from dyeing the knife, and here is how it turned out. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. Took a pretty nice dark brown color. The box said sandstone, and I was recommended sandstone over dark brown from Dirt Cheap EDC over on Instagram because he did something very similar to his, only he stonewashed the blade as well, so might be something I do in the future. I'm not entirely sure, but I like it a lot more than the jade. Looks a little bit more like micarta because you can see the texture in the G10. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's not perfect. There's a couple blemishes here and there. But overall, I think it's pretty nice looking. The Monterey Bay Knives Old Guard is a strong budget EDC pick that is often overlooked. It's not a premium flipper. It's not going to replace high-end knives. But for everyday carry tasks and general utility at a budget-friendly price, it delivers really solid performance with character. Would I recommend it? Yes, absolutely. In fact, this now has me interested in what else Monterey Bay offers. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this knife. If you have any experiences with this brand, let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to get more videos like this one, and I'll catch you in the next one.